Today we're talking about Ultherapy. I'm Nicole, I'm 52 years old, and I had Ultherapy done kind of from here to here on my neck. I'd recently had Kybella. I had one vial, and then 6 to 8 weeks later had a second vial to get rid of a little bit of extra I had going on here. And then I still had a bit of the gel stuff going here and a tiny bit left here, and they said I could do Kybella again, or they more highly recommended I try Ultherapy because it would tighten up this area, get rid of that extra fat, and help with the lines on my neck. They let me film the entire procedure, so if you want to see how all that went, just keep watching. Hi, I'm Nicole. If you're new to my channel, I'm so glad that you're here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Before we get into looking at the footage of my actual procedure, let's just talk about Ultherapy for a quick second. At La Jolla Cosmetic Laser, they charge, depending on the area you have done, $1,500 to $3,500. And if you want to have the anesthesia like I did so you don't feel any pain, that's $500 on top of whatever area you select to have done. Because, you know, as I said, I had done from here to basically here, but they do the décolleté, they do forehead, so you know, you can just check into that. Now what they say is that Ultherapy harnesses the power of ultrasound to transform the brow, chin, neck, and chest. Ultrasound has been used for over 50 years, so it's been established as effective in clinical studies and in over 1 million treatments worldwide. The way Ultherapy works is that it stimulates collagen production by delivering focused ultrasound energy to the skin's foundational layer that's typically addressed in cosmetic surgery, but they do it without cutting or disrupting the surface of the skin. They also say that unlike lasers, radiofrequency surgery, and other technologies, non-surgical Ultherapy bypasses the surface of the skin to deliver the right amount of ultrasound energy at the right depths and at the right temperature. The energy triggers a natural response under the skin, jump-starting the regenerative process that produces fresh new collagen. It says no downtime and natural results. They say that some patients see an initial effect right after treatment, but the real results appear over 2 to 3 months as new collagen works to lift and tighten skin on the neck, chin, and brow, as well as smooth the skin on the chest. While Ultherapy won't duplicate the results of a facelift, it's a clinically proven non-invasive alternative for those not ready for surgery and can even be an option for patients who wish to extend the effects of cosmetic surgery. I was hoping to do these befores at home. Here's my chin before, but Danielle got really sick and we ended up, I packed in like 45 minutes and jumped on an airplane so we could get a hotel here and take care of her in our hotel room. Looked like she was going to end up in the hospital with pneumonia, ended up being bad bronchitis. She's doing a lot better, so we've been here for about 3 days, but just wanted to kind of show you my chin. It's been kind of nonstop, so I was like, oh crud, I need to get some befores. They'll do some at La Jolla Cosmetic Laser too. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Let me show you the view right now. So let's go to La Jolla Cosmetic Laser Clinic and check out my procedure. I'm in here now. I took off my face makeup and I've got my little cute headband on, and the anesthesia is about to get started. So here's the anesthesia machine. Do you want to say hi?
Hello.
This is my lovely anesthesiologist. So here goes.
So getting going here.
I'm just going to get her on the neck too. So my name is Sierra. Today we're going to do Ultherapy on Nicole. So Ultherapy is a non-invasive procedure that's FDA cleared, and it helps lift and tighten the skin. So today we're going to do her lower face and neck. So this uses ultrasound technology that helps build collagen. And then as you age, you're losing collagen, so this helps restore that collagen, which in turn lifts and tightens.
And when it's done, there's really no, nothing that you see. It just
no downtime. There's just possibly some mild like redness or swelling, but that goes down in a couple days. It's really not very noticeable at all. Okay, so I'm going to start the marking process now.
And you kind of set up quadrants.
Yeah, so I just mark the face with like a white pencil, and this is where I'm gonna go.
And do you do a certain amount of passes per area? Is that kind
Yeah,
of how
so
that
there's 3 different depths to this, which address the different areas. So I start with the deepest layer first, and then each quadrant has a certain amount of passes assigned to it. Then also based on your concerns, I can do more passes as well in certain areas. So for the main results to show, it'll take about 2 to 3 months, but it can still take up to like 6 months to a year for the full results, because collagen production does take a little bit of time.
And then how many passes? Is there a set way that you do it, or, you know, or is everyone a little different?
Everybody's a little different, but by the end it'll total to almost like 1,000. So it's a lot. It's just very repetitive. So like just say for like this quadrant on the cheek, it's like 40 passes to 60 passes just with one transducer. So just constantly going over the same areas at different depths.
And the results can last for several years, right?
Yeah, so the aging process is still happening, but it's still creating new collagen that your body would be losing. So, a little sleepy?
Yep. Very relaxed.
Very good.
I don't feel my normal puppy self.
So for this, it requires that I apply some gel. So this is how the ultrasound works. So I'm going to start with your right cheek right here. And then I'm able to see the image. It shows the ultrasound right on the screen. So that's how I know exactly where it's going. Okay, so this is going to be the first one. How does that feel? It's okay?
Totally fine.
Okay. So for this transducer, for example, this is going to be 60 passes just in this quadrant.
Yeah, so far it seems pretty comfortable. And I definitely feel something, but it's not bad at all.
Yeah, and this is actually the deepest transducer. So this is going to the deepest level. So this addresses the epidermis, dermis, and then the subcutaneous, which is the adipose tissue. So the fat layer.
No problem.
In a nutshell, how would you explain what makes this work?
Yeah, so it's going at the like a specific heat, which kind of denatures the protein, and then your body goes to repair itself, and it's building the new collagen. Okay, so that quadrant is all done. So I'm just gonna go to the right, and then we're gonna work on this one. So that was already 60 passes that you just did. So every time you hear that noise, that's a pass.
Is this one of the most popular procedures, or?
So we offer something also called thermage, but this is, yeah, one of the most, those two are very popular.
What's the difference between thermage and this?
So this is using ultrasound, whereas thermage is radio frequency. So ultrasound actually goes a bit deeper.
Oh, nice.
And then you use the thermage for the eyes, though, right?
Yeah, so for thermage we can do eyes, so we'll go directly over eyelids
Oh,
and right under the eye.
nice. So is that like for sagging eyelids and that kind of thing? Or?
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that coming. My mom and my dad both have that, so not there yet, but
Yeah.
it's funny how you start seeing that. You're like, oh, now I know it's coming for me.
Yeah, and it's a really good alternative to surgery.
Yeah.
You're still feeling okay?
Well, it kind of starts out as like nothing, and then it starts to get a
Yeah,
little
over
bit
time.
hotter, a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, that's definitely fun. I'm glad I have anesthesia because I'm sure it would be awful without it.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna move on to your left side.
And then when you do the, upper face, is that mainly like to help people with the wrinkles in their forehead or lift the eyes?
Yeah,
or?
kind of like lift the brow a little bit. If they have fine lines around their eye area, it can help tighten that too. So it's a mix of lifting and tightening.
And like, really all I feel is a little bit of heat here and there. It's definitely doable with the magical anesthesia.
Good. I'm glad you're comfortable.
Okay, so for this portion, I'm gonna go underneath the chin. So if you could just lift up for me. Perfect.
How does this one do such a great job of the jowly thing? I've seen such awesome looking results online of how it pulls that up so well.
I think it's just the area that it targets. So since we're doing the lower face, it's addressing that, and then also by getting directly under the chin, like the submentum and the submandibular, it's kind of addressing all those areas, and then it just works together to do a really good job.
When it's all over, is there anything special I need to do, or just...
So I'll put everything you need on today. Like I'll put the steroid cream, it's gonna be clobetasol, and then we'll put some sunscreen on you. But I would just avoid like hot shower, do a warm, like you can still shower today, but use warm water. You just want to do things that aren't like aggravating to the skin. So I wouldn't work out today and tomorrow. I would probably wait till any kind of redness goes down.
Then what do you find the results are like on the chest area?
Chest
So
for
I've got-
Ultherapy, you're asking?
Yeah, because they do that too, right?
Yeah,
To
it
get
can
rid
help with those fine lines, like the crepey skin that people start to get.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good for that. How's this one feeling? Some
Like,
of the
really
same?
nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, the first pass is typically the hardest because it is the deepest. It can be the most uncomfortable.
Tonight, when you go home, no drinking alcohol, no sedatives, nothing, sleeping meds, pain meds. Don't interfere with what I gave you, okay?
Oh yeah. No worries.
And then for your IVs, just put Arnicare on it and just pressure. And I have a pressure bandage here, and there'll be one there, okay?
Okay.
How do you feel?
I feel good. It's very comfortable, and I feel like I can go have my day now. I don't feel like I've had any crazy anesthesia or anything, and I haven't seen it yet, but I understand it looks really normal here, maybe a little red here, and I'm excited to see how it looks as the weeks go on. It's been about 8 hours since I had the Ultherapy, and honestly, it doesn't hurt at all. After, they took me off the anesthesia and stuff, really I had a bit of, redness on my neck, because the neck was the last part that they did. But other than that, everything else felt fine. I guess if I tighten, I feel maybe a little tightness here, but not any sort of pain at all. It's been 48 hours since my Ultherapy. Let me just show you what's going on. A little bit of swelling here, maybe a touch here. If I wash my face or I'm putting lotion on, I feel almost like, that little tiny slight bit of after workout soreness, but only if I'm actually rubbing lotion on, like just pushing on it doesn't hurt. But I can tell something has gone on there. I feel like my necklines are just a little bit lessened. It feels softer too. Somehow all the skin feels softer. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's where I'm at right now at 48 hours. It's been exactly 1 week since I had my Ultherapy. I wanted to check in with you really quickly. So the only discomfort I have at all really is if I'm putting lotion on to my face, it almost feels like you're rubbing sore muscles, like sore workout muscles, but I don't feel it unless I'm actually rubbing on them. If I push, I can feel a little tiny bit, but for some reason, it's when I'm actually rubbing lotion into my face that I feel it. So that's it. Cannot complain about that. Now looking close up, I feel like a lot of the swelling is down. I still feel like I've got a little bit left here that's swollen, but mainly just this under the chin area. I feel like my necklines are a little softer, but it's supposed to take 3 to 6 months for the effects of this to really show up. But this is where it's at so far. The Ultherapy should last me for several years, and then I will need to redo it to keep the tightening effects because gravity and aging is still happening. So whatever, this brings me eventually, will go away. But it lasts quite a while if you think about it for what it takes to do it. Really, no downtime. I ran around all day long after my procedure. Now for my Ultherapy procedure, I did choose to have anesthesia. I was awake the whole time, as you saw in the video. I chose to do that because a lot of times people just can't make it through the whole session without it.
then they'd have to come back another time. And for me, I really wanted to get it done, one and done, let them go as deep as they wanted to get the optimal effects for me, which from what I understood, without the anesthesia, would be very, very difficult and get extremely painful. So that's why I chose to do the anesthesia. Even with anesthesia, I could feel some kind of burning, some pain type of thing. Nothing that really bothered me, as you saw in the video, but without the anesthesia, I could imagine it would really hurt a lot. So I'm super glad that I did it that way, and that's what they recommended, so I'm really glad I listened. Now for the befores and afters.
If you look at the first picture, you'll see that my chin actually starts further down on my neck. And then when you look after the first round of Kybella, you'll see that it has moved up much further. It starts in a totally different place. Then when you look at the third photo after I've had my second round of Kybella, you'll notice that it's even higher up and there's even less roundness underneath the chin. Now, when you look at the front view, what's really interesting about that is that I've put a line horizontally which shows where my chin starts. And I've put the vertical line up to the tip of my chin. And you'll see as you go across, as I have the rounds of Kybella, that horizontal line is moving up and the vertical line is getting shorter. So you can really see it there.
This is right before I went in for Ultherapy, and this is 48 hours after the Ultherapy treatment. Side by side, you'll see immediately the lines on my neck look like they've lessened quite a bit. Underneath my chin, however, since I just had the procedure, it does look puffier.
In the after picture here, you could see that my necklines are visibly reduced. That is a really big difference that I see. And then also the overall skin on the lower area of my face just looks tighter and firmer, as well as directly under my chin looks more lifted. My jowl area, I still have a bit of that there, but it looks a lot tighter. Looking at the second view, you can again see that the necklines are decreased and that my jawline has indeed lifted as well as my chin. I wish the before picture weren't quite as dark under my chin there, but look really hard and you will really see it.
I'm so glad that I had the Ultherapy done. That in conjunction with Kybella was a fantastic solution for what I had going on. So thank you so much for Dr. Monty and the entire staff at La Jolla Cosmetic Laser for being so wonderful and doing such a wonderful job on my chin and neck and jawline. I am so, so happy with it. I really love how it turned out. It's subtle. I still look like me, but the extra is gone, and I'm no longer sitting there with contour, constantly trying to hide my jawline, kind of trying to sculpt here, get rid of there. Once in a while for filming, I might put a little swipey swipe just because for filming it looks better, but I don't do it in normal day-to-day like I was doing it. I was sitting there spending so much time on that every day trying to blend things out and make them look better. So I'm absolutely thrilled. I feel more confident, and I'm really happy that I did it. Now, I'd like to know, have you done any Kybella or Ultherapy? And I'd like to know what your results were like and what you thought and how it worked out for you. Put them down below. And also, did you get the anesthesia or do it without? If you did it without, you're brave. If you haven't watched my Kybella video yet, make sure to check that out. I'll put the link down below. I really appreciate you being here. You guys are the best. Love you. And it's not goodbye, just so long until next time.
Don't forget to subscribe.